If you're trying to lose weight fast, you might be making one of the biggest mistakes I see. Because losing body weight fast does not just burn body fat. It costs you something that is much, much, much more important. Can you guess what it is? And most people don't realize this until the fat loss is over. They look in the mirror and they're still disappointed. If you haven't guessed it yet, we're gonna get back to it. But let's first talk about the reality of weight loss. Because it's important that you understand that when you lose weight fast, your body doesn't just lose body fat. It also loses muscle mass, glycogen, and water. And unfortunately, in most cases, when people lose weight too fast, when they put their body under such stress of a crazy calorie deficit, the majority of the weight that comes off is going to be from muscle mass. And then someone might say, why is this such a big mistake? Yeah, I'm 150 kilos. I'm willing to sacrifice a bit of muscle mass. I just want to lose total weight. Well, first off, muscle is what gives your body shape. If you're a guy, you understand you want big biceps, you got to maintain your muscle or build that muscle mass. But it's not just your biceps. It's your chest, it's your lats, it's your glutes, your legs. It's what fills up the t-shirt after you lose the weight. If you lose too much muscle in your fat loss phase, you will look softer. And even though you've lost the weight, it's almost like you're still fat, but you're small. So the term skinny fat. And the worst part about this is that you lost the weight you wanted to lose, but you're still not happy. You went through all of that suffering, but you're still not happy with how you look and feel. And at this stage, because you've done it so hard, your recovery is absolutely terrible. You have no energy to get through your day. And that combined with not being happy with the result, in many cases leads people to just be absolutely discouraged by the whole process, leading into more unhealthy eating through stress eating or emotional eating, etc. And when your body is burning much less calories from a metabolic standpoint because you wasted a lot of muscle mass, you're going to have a lot less shoulder width or like bandwidth, elbow room calorically to eat again, which can then easily cause your weight gain to spike back up again much higher than before you started. You've lost the only thing that kept your calories higher, only because you didn't have the patience to let it take the time it should take. And of course, we're seeing this all the time now with weight loss drugs. You know, you're using your GLP-1s, your peptides to lose body fat. But the reality is you're going to lose 40, 50, 60% muscle mass at body fat to a smaller degree. And this is because people don't do the groundwork on the things that matters when you want to lose weight. The nutrition, the lifestyle, strength training. You've heard all of this before. You know what I mean. So please just understand that losing the weight is not hard these days, right? Like I said, there's drugs for everything. But making sure that we get to the end of the fat loss and we can maintain the results, that's actually the hardest thing that we will be facing now moving ahead. I mean, you can take some drugs and then you can lose 50 kilos, but then you get down to the end of it, your skin and bone still soft and your metabolism is whack. And the only way forward is for you to just eat more food. And guess what happens? So of course, moving ahead, what we need to accept is that it's going to take the time it takes. We want to lose fat, not muscle. Fat loss, weight loss. If you don't fix your diet, your lifestyle, and your training, when you use weight loss drugs, you will do a weight loss. If you don't use weight loss drugs, or you do, but you fix your diet, you strength train, you keep everything in moderation, you're going to do a fat loss. Please understand the difference. So, you know how we do things on this channel. We always say what you should do instead of just pointing fingers and saying, you're wrong, you're wrong, you're wrong. No, do this. You're going to keep your calorie deficit moderate, even if you're taking a GLP-1 or any type of weight loss drug, whatever there is these days, whatever people are taking, keep your deficit around 500 calories at 1,000, an absolute maximum. I see across the board, the people who can lose weight or the people that get the best results are the ones who can stay in the deficit for the longest. And the only people who can actually do that are the people that are having an approach that are not too extreme. It's not about losing the weight the fastest, it's about staying in it for the longest. Remember that. In terms of strength training, you do not want to overstress your body because you're already in a deficit. So you got to make sure that we are strength training, but there's no need to strength train 5 times per week because you don't have the calories available to recover. You cannot progress in the gym from something you cannot recover from. So 3 days a week, 4 days a week is more than enough. But make sure that when you are in the gym, you hit it with intensity. You're focusing on what you are doing. You know the sets you're going to do. You know how many reps you're going to do, and you know the weight. We cannot apply progressive overload in a fat loss, but we can try. So we're in the gym, we get the stimulus done. Now we got to make sure that when we leave the gym and in the remaining 23 hours of the day, that the body gets what it needs to actually maintain that muscle mass and recover you. I want you to eat 1 gram of protein per 1 pound of body weight. Don't overcomplicate it, guys. There are a ton of benefits for eating more protein than what you might have seen ChatGPT or someone else say. It has to do with satiety, stable energy, blood sugar. There's so many things. Eat your protein. Trust me, it's going to make your life 10 times easier in a deficit. And we just went to the gym. But guess what? We're not going to the gym to lose or to burn calories. No. We go to the gym because we want to build a strong body that's going to give you functionality to look amazing, but also carry you through the later parts of your life. Now, what do we do to burn calories? Yes, NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis. If you don't know what that is, it is the type of exercise you do throughout the day or the type of movement you do throughout your day that burns way more calories than you going to the gym ever will, because your body's not going to try and save it back through metabolic adaptation. No, your body's cool with burning more calories just walking around, because guess what? It's done at a low rate of intensity. It doesn't stress your body. It doesn't spike cortisol. You're just cruising around, walking, and you burn more calories doing this than you actually think. So 7,000 to 12,000 steps. Pick a number, stay consistent with it every single day. You will learn more from, you will learn so much from committing to a steps count and getting it done, especially in the days where you don't want to. You show up for yourself, you hold yourself to the highest standard, and you hit that number before you go to bed. It's not only just going to burn the calories, it's going to make you feel amazing because you get something done. And then we have the most important thing in all of this, whether you're trying to build muscle mass or just lose body fat, sleep and recovery. Your body is not going to work if your body is not in a good place from a recovery perspective. Sleeping is the most important thing that we do. And when people tell me, I can't sleep 7 hours, it's like people saying, I can't grow a bicep, but I don't train. You can always sleep more, but sleep is like a muscle, right? So if you are used to sleeping 5 hours, your body is an amazing adaptational machine. It's going to try and adapt to 5 hours of sleep and get by. You're not going to function very well, but you'll get by. And you have to then pull yourself out of that, try to sleep more, and bring that number up to 7 hours. Every sleep cycle is 90 minutes, okay? So we can get 4 sleep cycles, like 6 hours, but we get that 5th sleep cycle, guess what? 7.5 hours, you need those 8 hours to sleep. I still say the 7 hour is the base that most people need to aim for. But for every hour we can get after that, you're only just gonna elevate your results beyond what you thought was capable. Not just the physical results, whether it's fat loss, building muscle mass, but cognitively, you're going to show up every single day in your life, fresher, more clear in your mind, happier. Guess how that's going to affect your life on the side of all the results as well? Yeah, pretty freaking epic. Positively. Guys, this topic we went over today is going to be more and more talked about. Even though it's hard to imagine, you can talk about this more than what people are already doing. But as people are taking more and more drugs, having less and less patience with losing weight, building muscle mass, whatever it might be. In this case, losing weight too fast. We're going to see many people having some really unfortunate outcomes, whether it is brittle bones, low bone density, literally people falling over and breaking their femur bones. Like there are so many negative side effects to this, losing weight too fast or negative outcomes. And having the conversation right here is so important. And I want you to leave this video today with another memory of some random white dude telling you that you have to slow down your fat loss. If you can change the rest of your whole life by letting a fat loss take 9 months instead of 3 months, that's pretty fucking worth it, don't you think? But if you don't, you can risk it all. So please follow my recommendation, 500 calorie deficit, stick to it, burn your calories through steps, strength train, let it take the time it takes. Fall in love with the gym, fall in love with cooking your own food and actually eating real food. Give your body what it needs in terms of nutrients and protein, and just see yourself to be the best version of yourself, physically, but also mentally. So please, the next time you see someone that talks about, oh, I lost so much weight in no time at all. You know, be that positive influence on that person and tell them to slow down, because that's what I'm telling you right now. And I want to make sure that I'm doing my responsibility, my part in this fitness industry, making a positive change. When it comes to weight loss, it can only go too fast. Slow it down, guys. Focus on maintaining your muscle mass. Trust me, you will come out the other end 10 times better. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like this, click the subscribe button. You can even drop a comment in the comment section, some sort of topic you'd like to hear my take on. Remember, it's not going to be what you want to hear, but it's going to be what you need to hear. I'm Christian from Christian K Fitness. See you in the next video. Peace.